and welcome back to my channel, guys. It's been a while. I was sick for the past 2 weeks, so my apartment is a mess, and I just thought, why not do a nice little clean with me with you guys? So yeah, let's grab our cleaning product, throw me on TV or put your AirPods in, and let's clean together. Alright, today I'm switching things up and starting in the kitchen instead of the bedroom, because why not? Normally I like to start with my favorite, making a fresh, clean bed, but I knew that if I did that today, I might not get around to these less enjoyable tasks. So I'm tackling the dishwasher first, which is definitely one of my least favorite chores, but I figured if I get it out of the way early, the rest of my cleaning session will feel a little easier. I'd love to know, what's your least favorite chore, and do you like to get it over with first, or do you save it for last? Let me know in the comments. Next up, I'm tackling the fridge. It's definitely overdue for a good clean, so I'm taking everything out, giving the shelves and drawers a good wipe down, and then putting everything back in an organized way. How often do you deep clean your fridge? Are you the type to stay on top of it, or do you wait until it really needs it? I used to be really good with this and clean it every week right before we would go grocery shopping, but this hasn't been the case for at least a couple months. I haven't been cleaning it regularly, and it shows. This again isn't something I really enjoy, but the results usually bring me so much satisfaction that I end up being really happy with myself for doing it. There's just something about a fresh, clean, organized fridge that feels so good. Now that the fridge is clean, I have a few containers and random dishes to clean. So I'm tackling them by hand with some hot water, a little dish soap, and this very close to retirement Scrub Daddy. It's definitely seen better days, but it's still hanging in there. Do you have a favorite sponge or dishwashing tool you swear by, or do you just grab whatever's on hand? Let me know in the comments. Now I'm clearing off all the small appliances from my counter so I can give everything a deep clean. I really want to get into all the little corners, so I'm wiping down the counters, backsplash, and stovetop. It always amazes me how much builds up over time, even when I clean regularly. Do you prefer to do a quick wipe down daily, or do you go all in with a deep clean every so often? What is your strategy to keep everything clean? I like to do a quick wipe down daily, but then I also take everything off my counters and give a good clean once a week. Now I'm using Barkeeper's Friend, which was actually a suggestion from one of you in one of my latest videos. At first I wasn't sure about it because it's pretty thick and it leaves a bit of a protective residue, but now I absolutely love it. It's like a conditioner for my stovetop. It makes it so shiny. Next, I'm disinfecting my kitchen sink. I'm starting by scrubbing the sink grid, and then I'll use my Clorox cleaner because it's really strong against germs. Fun fact, did you know that the kitchen sink is actually one of the germiest places in your home? Yes. A study found that the standard kitchen sink has higher concentrations of harmful bacteria, yeast, and mold than anywhere else in the house. That's crazy. And that's why I make sure to give it a thorough clean. I finished cleaning the sink by sort of polishing it with Barkeeper's Friend again. It really helps keep it cleaner for longer, and it leaves it looking really shiny. Now I'm wiping down my kitchen cabinet doors to get rid of all those little fingerprints and smudges. It's one of those little tasks that can make a really big difference in keeping your kitchen looking fresh and tidy. Since my kitchen is white, it's especially important for me to clean regularly, as any little mark shows up super easily. I love that crisp, clean look, so I make sure to stay on top of it. I'm also giving extra attention to the handles since they're usually the first place where grime and oils build up from constant use. A quick wipe down goes a long way in keeping things looking polished. Sometimes I even clean the interior of my cabinets, especially the one where we keep the trash. I don't know about you, but that one always seems to get the messiest. It's one of those areas I tend to forget about until I see a buildup of crumbs, coffee, or spilled food. So I like to give it a good scrub every so often to keep it from getting out of hand. I like to add a little air freshener to keep things smelling fresh. Nothing too strong, just enough to neutralize any lingering odors. By the way, if you're not subscribed yet and you are enjoying this video, now is the perfect time to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. I'm going to be posting a whole series of spring cleaning videos in the coming weeks with a special focus on deep cleaning the kitchen. So follow me to get some of that spring cleaning motivation and join me on this cleaning journey. All right, so here's the thing. I've definitely let my laundry duties slide a bit since I've been sick, and now I'm facing a mountain of laundry. It's a little overwhelming, but we're going to get through this one load at a time. First things first, I'm going to undo my bed because I want to put in some fresh, new, clean sheets. After that, I'll be sorting all my laundry into different categories. For me, I like to keep things organized by doing darks, whites, delicates, and colors. And then sometimes I'll do a separate load just for towels and then another one for sheets. It takes a little extra time, but it makes a huge difference in how everything turns out. And I don't know, it just like helps me do little by little and not get overwhelmed by all the laundry folding I have to do afterwards. So I was planning to tidy the living room next, but my dog was sleeping so peacefully on the couch. He was so cute, I didn't want to disturb him. So instead, I decided to move on to my son's bedroom, and I'll get to the living room later. But for now, let's get this room cleaned up. There wasn't much to do in his bedroom, so I just started taking the sheets off of his bed, and then I went on to tidy his changing table and disinfect it and put a new mattress cover on that, and that's it for now. I'm moving on to my desk. It had quite a bit of clutter, so I tackled that first by taking everything off and starting with a clean surface. I love using these super handy Clorox wipes. Once everything was clean, I neatly put everything back in its place, so my desk is looking fresh and organized again. I love to intentionally place objects on my desk in a certain way to fit my aesthetic. It just helps create a calm, organized space that feels right to me. Plus, I feel like having everything in its place really inspires me to work and be creative. It makes such a difference in my mood and productivity. Okay, so now it's time for some serious cleaning. I'm putting everything up and out of the way so I can vacuum my bedroom without too many obstacles. I like to clear the floor first so I can get into all those corners and really get the room nice and clean. What about you guys? Do you like to clear everything off of the floor before vacuuming, or do you just work around it? Let me know in the comments. I do both, if I'm honest. Sometimes I put everything up and sometimes I just go around. Also, how many times a week do you clean your floors? Once, twice, 4 times a week, every day? Let me know. I struggle with it. Sometimes I feel like I should clean it every day, and other times I'm like, 3 times a week's fine. I don't know. Next, we're moving on to the living room. I'm starting by taking everything off the couch, the cushions, the blankets, all of it. Then I'm going to vacuum each section to get rid of all the crumbs, pet hair, and whatever else might have made its way there. Once that's done, I take my time putting everything back together. I fluff the pillows, arrange everything just right, and try to make it look cute and tidy. It's so satisfying to see it all come together. After that, I'll wipe down my media unit and carefully dust the TV. It's one of those tasks that can be easy to forget, but I love how much cleaner everything looks once it's done. And then I'm going to vacuum the rug to pick up any dust, dirt, and pet hair. And once that's done, I'll make my way back to the kitchen to continue cleaning the floors. Do you prefer to vacuum or to mop? I used to really enjoy vacuuming, but lately I've found that I prefer mopping. I can listen to a YouTube video while I mop, and it's just more relaxing in general. Vacuuming, on the other hand, muffles everything, so I find myself rushing through it. Honestly, I just try to get it done as quickly as I can because I don't really enjoy it anymore. What about you? Let me know in the comments. Are you team vacuum or team mop? Which one do you prefer? Okay, so now we've made our way to the bathroom, which is another one of my not so favorite tasks, but it's okay because it is oh so rewarding when it's done. I start by tidying up everything, just getting things in order. Then I clean the mirror, wipe down the sink, and disinfect the bathroom drawers. Next, I move on to the toilet. I like to let the product sit for a bit before I scrub it to make sure it really does its job. After that, I wipe down the toilet to make sure I get all the germs off. And once that's done, it's time to tackle the shower. I have to be careful here because sometimes the smell of the bathroom cleaners can really get to me. I always make sure to turn on the fan and take little breaks when I need to. I take my time with my scrub daddy and I scrub everything and I make sure there are no residues and no soap scums left. Once I've scrubbed everything, I rinse it off with the hottest water possible, and then I'll squeegee the shower doors to leave them streak free. It's such a nice finishing touch. now that the whole apartment is dust free, I like to finish off with mopping before putting everything back in its place. So this is a new floor cleaner I'm trying, and I'm really loving the smell. It's the Lysol lavender scent, and it has a really nice, fresh and cozy scent, but it also kind of smells like cologne, but not in a bad way. It's surprisingly nice and not overpowering at all, and I did a really good job of cleaning my floors. So I really like it and I recommend it. So like I said earlier, I really enjoy mopping. It's that moment when I know I'm almost done with the cleaning, and it gives me this nice feeling of accomplishment. Plus it smells so good. But I really like it because I take my time when I mop, and I'm just trying to be mindful and present in the moment, making sure I do a good job. All right, everything is fresh, everything smells amazing, and now it's time to put everything back in its place so we can soon enjoy our newly cleaned space. We're almost done. I'm not sure where you're at in your cleaning journey, but just know we're doing this together, and it's going to feel so good when we're finished. All right, so we're back into my son's bedroom, and I'm making his bed now, and I like to organize his little plush animals, and I don't know, I love that he has a bedroom that is clean, tidy, safe, and organized so that he can play and just use his imagination. I don't know, it's just very important to me. So I like to do this, and once that is done, I move on to my bedroom. Before finishing up, I still had to wipe down my side table, so I did that first. And then I had to put back this little piece of metal that fell from my radiator. This always happens when I'm vacuuming, and it's such a small inconvenience, but it still manages to annoy me every time. For this week, I decided to go with white sheets. I just love the clean, fresh look of white bedding. These sheets are from IKEA, and I really like them. The quality is great. They're super soft, and they hold up nicely even after many washes. After that, I picked out the rest of my bedding and finished making my bed, which always feels like the perfect way to wrap up a cleaning session. Lately, I've been trying to shift my mindset about cleaning. Instead of seeing it as a chore, I try to see it as a way to take care of my space and create a peaceful environment. But I won't lie, some days I just want to ignore the mess. But even when I do that, I don't really ignore it, like it's just there and I just keep thinking about it. So I know it's always better to just do it, and I feel so much better once it's done. But yeah, I'm wondering, like, do you guys have any cleaning habits or mindset shifts that help you stay motivated? Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious, and I think it would be helpful for me, but for others as well. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming spring cleaning series. I'd love to have you along for the journey. Thank you for spending time with me. It was so nice to have you with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah! Bye!